What is up, YouTube? Johnny B here again today, and we are with my Honda Civic SI. It is gonna be getting a little bit of a tune-up. Today we're gonna be getting some iridium spark plugs to put on there, and then we're also gonna be filling up the oil, changing it out with Mobil 1 synthetic. I'm not sure the life on those, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace them. Since it's my daily driver, I wanna make sure it's driving top-notch. And then another thing is that it's not gonna be my daily driver for that much longer, because looks like we have a buyer up in San Francisco, California. So we're gonna be doing a road trip with the car. And this is pretty much setting it up for that road trip, making sure that the car is gonna be, 100% so we can take that drive. The drive is about, the map says like 11 hours and 30 minutes. So depending on where we're going and how fast we're going and all that, it could be less, it could be more. So we're gonna be taking this thing on a road trip. I've never been to San Francisco, so it'll be a fun experience to go check it out and get to drive the little Honda all the way up there. It's just gonna be quite an experience, something that I've never done before, where I've traveled that far just to go drop off a car or deliver it. Most of the time I have had people come from other states like Washington, from Nevada, from Utah to come pick up one of my cars, but they actually fly out here, and then from here they just drive them all the way back. So this is gonna be a different experience, but I think it'll be fun. I've always wanted to visit San Francisco. I've always gone to Southern California, never gone up north any further than that. So that's only like a 6-hour drive from here, from Phoenix. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Install the new spark plugs so you guys can know how to install spark plugs on your car, and do the oil change on this one. So in case you guys have a Civic SI, you guys have an idea of how to do it, and you're not over here questioning or thinking about it too much on the forums and stuff like that. So let's get started. So the tool you're gonna go ahead and need to remove the spark plugs is a 5/8 spark plug socket with a nice little wrench, and you're gonna need an extension just to be able to reach all the way down there. The spark plug cover was just 10mm bolts. Those popped right off, and then the cables, just like, you just pull them up and they pop right out. So that's really, really simple to do. So now let's go ahead and take these spark plugs out and check them out. So it's a good thing we're changing out the spark plugs, because they look like they are right at the moment where they need to be changed out. They're a little bit black down here. And then if you look right here in this little area where the ceramic is at and the steel meet, there's like a discoloration there from like compression getting out to the spark plug. So these definitely needed to be changed out. Good thing we're doing that now. So we got the spark plugs already installed. Now let's go ahead and do the oil. So now let's go ahead and take out the oil. You're gonna need a 17mm socket or a wrench to be able to remove the oil pan drain bolt. And we're gonna take off the oil filter. So let's get the oil out. All right, so we got all of the oil out. I replaced the filter with a Bosch one. I wanted originally a Mobil 1 one, but they didn't have it, and they didn't have a K&N one either, which are normally my go-to. So Bosch was good enough to replace it. We needed to replace this oil change, or do this oil change today, so we'll do with what they got. But for oil, we're gonna actually be using the oil that I always love to put on my cars, which is the Mobil 1 530. You know, sometimes it's specific to different cars. This car takes 4 quarts exactly, so we're gonna make sure we measure that. These jugs come in 5 quarts, so you just gotta make sure you leave 1 quart left. So go, look at that, nice and golden oil. I've always used the Mobil 1 because I see that a lot of OE manufacturers tend to put this in their cars. So a lot of the high performance cars will have like a Mobil 1 only. In the Evo as well, it also had the Mobil 1. So it's a relatively good oil that you can get straight from the store. You can even get it at Walmart. So it's really readily accessible. Whereas for my FRS, I run AMSOIL since it's kind of like a built engine and runs a lot of horsepower. But that one I have to wait like at least 2 weeks for it to come in. I have to order it online straight from AMSOIL. But for a normal stock engine, should be fine. So it looks like we have a quart left. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it settles down, and then we're gonna go ahead and check the dipstick to make sure that the oil is at the correct level. All right, so there's the oil. It reached the second dot, and the one way you can tell, if you can't really see the oil whether it's like super clean, you can tell because of the second dot. It got filled up with oil, so that's how you know you reached the capacity, and that's where it's perfect. So you can either have it in between both dots, or you can have it, you know, filled up all the way, depending on where you feel most comfortable. But never overfill it, and always make sure that it's filled up to that point. Car's on. All right guys, so there it goes, the new spark plugs and the new oil change. Car's running amazing just like it was before, but now it's going to be running even better, probably improving our fuel economy because those spark plugs were a bit old and it looks like they were ready to be replaced. And then on top of that, we went ahead and installed NGK Iridiums, which are some of the best spark plugs that you can put on your car, so highly recommend them if you're doing or planning to change out your spark plugs. They're good in any application, whether they be NA cars or the turbocharged cars like we did for the Ford Fiesta ST. And my FRS also runs on Iridiums. So that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, you guys have a great day. So we're in Bell, California. So we got here last night. We took like a little 6-hour drive, maybe less than 6 hours to get over here. And we stopped pretty much in LA. We're right next to LA. Here's a little Civic. We're at the hotel. And we're gonna be heading up to San Francisco now, which is gonna be like another 6 hours. The map says about like 5 hours and 30 minutes, but I know we're gonna get a bunch of traffic getting out of LA here. So let's hope we make it even in 6. So that's a little update for you guys. We're on our way to go deliver the car. And it's been doing great. Been coming over here like at 4,500 RPM. The car makes no noise whatsoever. Like it's not even forcing the engine or nothing. This thing is amazing. It handles really well, even up in high speeds. So got 6 more hours to go, and then to deliver it to its new owner. Now we are at a gas station, a little bit past Six Flags. Shell. Stop by to get some gas because it's going to be a 350-mile trip all the way up to San Francisco. Alright, so we are here in San Francisco and we dropped off the Honda Civic SI over here to Kyle. He got to drive it, you know, we did all the paperwork that needed to be done. And now it's just up to him to enjoy it. He's probably going to be doing some little mods to it, so if you guys want to follow him, I'm going to link down his Instagram below. That way you can follow the build and see it, you know, progress. The Honda Civic doesn't stop here, you know, it's going to live on in California now.